Okay, this is for my Jade followers. Now, I'm going to show you what to watch for when you buy Jade and they're sending you a certificate. Okay. Now, you'll notice on this is P&J Lab. Okay, I did buy a piece from somebody quite some time ago. And this is what they sent me. Now, nowhere do they disclose that these are grade B dyed jade. Now, let me show you what you look for in a certificate. Okay, so I'll show you this, and then I'll show you my other certificate that I get from my guy in California, and the difference. So this is P&J. It looks very similar to this gemological thing. Now, this is a thing that I had done for a ring that's for insurance purposes, the valuation of it. Okay, I also do have another GIA for the stone itself. Okay, but I have GIA and GAL, which is GAL is for insurance. They put your replacement value on it. Now this was, I'll show you this. Here it has a picture of the bangle, and it's got the serial number on it, and it all looks very official, doesn't it? But I'll tell you what it says here. It just says natural jadeite jade. Now, a lot of people say natural jade, they think it's grade A. It is not grade A. If it is grade A, unenhanced, it will say, as in this one, I'll show you the difference. This one, now he doesn't make the most fancy, but he does have his seal on it. But under here it says, and this is the one that I just got, okay, it's this bangle here, okay, and it says item description above is guaranteed grade A, guaranteed to be grade A. A is natural jadeite in natural color, untreated, and no color enhancements. Okay, you will not find that anywhere on P&J's jades. Okay, nowhere does it say grade A jade, and that's the important thing. Okay, so these are from Vietnam. It gives the measurement of it. It gives the weight, how many carats of weight it is. It gives the transparency, which is opaque. It gives the refractive index, which is 1.66. Let me see if it gives the refractive here. No, it doesn't give the refractive here. And the specific gravity, which is 3.26, okay, which says the absorption spectrum of jadeite jade. That's it. So it is jade, you know, but it's not grade A. It is B or C jade. Now P&J, what I did find on one of their certs, which they don't put on anymore, in small letters at the bottom of it, it said, we do not certify C grade jade. So by omission, it means we do certify grade B. And that's what everything I have found now with P&J is grade B jade. In other words, it has been dyed. Okay, and so they're thing with that, say it's natural jadeite jade. Okay. Well, yeah, it's naturally a jadeite jade. It's not serpentine. It's not something else. But it is not natural color. It is B. It is P&J is selling grade B jade. So I want people to be aware of that. Now on here, not the fanciest things, but he gives the color lavender base with little light green. He gives the diameter. He gives the width, which is very wide. It's 13, which is pretty. It's heavy, 13.6 millimeter. It gives the thickness 9 millimeter, which is pretty heavy. That's pretty thick. Transparency, semi-translucent. Okay, and the weight is 64.4 grams. Okay, so he gives exactly what it is, that it is grade A. It is not dyed, it is not bleached, it's, natural jadeite jade. Okay, I was trying to find my one for this one, and I can't find it because this is also a translucent one. I'm still looking for my cert for it, and I was sent a cert for it somewhere. I had bought it from another lady that had bought it, but it was too small for her. She had bought it in her travels and was hoping to eventually be able to put it on. She couldn't put it on, so I got it for a very good price. And then this one I don't have certs for. I bought it in the 70s. They weren't doing certs then, But yeah, so that's the difference. What you want to look for in a certification. Okay, that's like my other one that I bought where I had the ring made. And this is from the Himalaya Gem Testing Lab. And this was for a natural sapphire that I have. Now here it looks more purple, whereas actually it doesn't look purple. So their cert is not, I just dumped out a bunch of stuff. I'm looking for it. Where did I put that? Where is that ring? Trying to find it. Well, it's more of a light color. Very weird. I'm not finding it at the moment. I know it's right here somewhere because I just wore it the other day. But I know I put it right here somewhere. Well, I'm not finding it. But anyway, I bought the stone, and it is from, it was a loose gemstone, and it's purple in color. It fluoresces, it says it fluoresces, and it gives the microscope no indication of heat treatment. This was from Pakistan, Kashmir. It's very hard to find the Kashmiri sapphires. Now this is not the blue Kashmiri sapphire, but it is Kashmiri. It is a purple color, and it's got that milky tone, which the Kashmir sapphires will have. 2.47 carat. It gives the refractive index. It gives the gravity, specific gravity. It gives the cut. And so again, that's what you want to find on your certs. It's got to have the weight of it. It's got to have whether it's been enhanced, not enhanced. If it's if it just says a natural gemstone, that's not going to do it. It has to actually say on there No enhancements. In sapphires, you don't want it heat treated. A lot of sapphires are heat treated. This one will say specifically it's not heat treated. So that's what you want to look for in your certs, depending on the type of stone that it is that you are buying or that you are having the cert for, especially for diamonds, etc. I mean, even this little ring, this little moissanite, it came with a cert as to the fact that it is moissanite and the size of it, the clarity, etc., etc. So, yeah, you want to have your stones certified the right way. Can't believe I can't find that ring right now, because I do wear it quite a bit. It should be here. Should be with my lavender stuff. It's not in there now. Now, don't get me wrong. Every single piece of jewelry I have is not certed. Okay? But what you do have certs for, you want to make sure that it's the right thing. Okay? Well, that ring is among the missing for the moment. So I'm just going to have to go through everything and see if I can find it. It's here somewhere. So I just wore it, but I don't know why. Oh, here it is. There it is. Found it. But here it is. This is the one, the sapphire. So this was specially made for me. But it's got the certification for that stone. That is a genuine Kashmiri sapphire that's unheated, untreated. So there you have it. I always wanted a Kashmiri sapphire. Now, I have seen one of the real blue Kashmiri sapphires, unheated, untreated, when I was in Dubai, and it was like falling into velvet. When you look at it with a jeweler's loupe, you can see the needle. Now, if they've been heat treated, and I do have a sapphire that I bought when I was in Dubai, very nice looking, it's about 4 carat, but it has been heat treated, as in most of the sapphires out there. But a real Kashmiri, once you see one, you will never forget it. It was, you look in it and it's like velvet when you look inside of it. The other ones, they're just, they're clear. But a real Kashmiri sapphire, and that's why they are so expensive. They're like looking into velvet. I'll never forget that stone. I was happy to just be able to see one of them in my lifetime. A real Kashmiri. Sapphire, blue sapphire. Of course they have it in Dubai. You go to a regular mall in Dubai, and they have these jewelry stores with, amazing diamonds. And the biggest gold souk or marketplace is in Dubai. The biggest gold market is in Dubai. So yeah, crazy. So I did bring something home from Dubai. I did buy a nice sapphire. Okay, 4 carat. It's a very nice color. But it's definitely not a Kashmiri with sapphire. Who could afford that? Oh my Lord. But I'll never forget when you see something like that. If you're into jewels, you're into gemstones and stuff, there are some things, like another one, I have a Padparasha, but I saw the most beautiful gem Padparasha when I lived in Florida and went to this big jewelry expo that they have there for people in the jewelry business, and then other people can go in too. But if you're in the jewelry business, you can get wholesale, and you do a lot of wheeling and dealing there. Now, something I did get there, I got a killer emerald. And this guy didn't know what he had. Now, not everybody there that's in the jewelry business knows all the gems. And I find that a little crazy. If you're in the business, you should know what you have, but I got it for a killer deal. Then I took it to the place that is just the Colombian emeralds, and they looked at it, and they were like amazed at the deal I got. So, it was something I thought about. I would like to go into the gemological thing. Now, my thing back then was colored diamonds. I love colored diamonds. And so that's what I really wanted to specialize in. But they don't teach the course in colored diamonds in GIA. You go through all the spectrum of all the stones, and you go through the whole course. Now, I can grade diamonds, but as far as colored diamonds, they do not teach it. You just have to be in the business for a long time to understand the grading of colored diamonds, okay? Now, I used to have the diamond grading stones and everything, so I can grade diamonds. I have taken the course in that because, like I said, I've always been so interested in gems. It was something I had thought maybe I wanted to go into. Not that you can tell. No, I don't like them at all. Especially not Jade. Hate the stuff. But it's so interesting. I've always been into Jade. That's one of my things. And then my other thing, I have a lot of turquoise. I do a lot of turquoise. Now, part of the year I'll be really into the jade and I'll wear the jade all the time. And then part of the year I get into the turquoise and wear a lot of the turquoise. But now it's jade time. Okay. Jade time. So anyway, I just wanted to explain to you the certs and what to look for in it. Okay. What to look for with it. They will say natural jadeite, and you think it's grade A. It's not. Not always. Just means it's jade, but it's not talking about the color enhancements or if it's been bleached, etc. Now, there are a few really disreputable people out there that will tell you it's grade A and it's not. I just heard of someone the other day I was going through and they had spent $1,000 on a bangle. Came home, accidentally dropped it when they were putting it on, I guess in the bathroom area. And they took it and they said it's totally fake. And I ran across somebody else and I emailed them and told them they had bought a bangle in Vietnam and they were having it up there for sale. I forget if it was Etsy or eBay, but I emailed them and said, that's glass. They said, you're crazy. I bought this in Vietnam and I said, it's got bubbles in it. I can see it from here. Anything that's got bubbles in it is glass. Jade does not have bubbles in it. So, I'm trying to tell this person because if they sell it, they could get turned in for selling glass, for misrepresenting, and they could lose their ability to sell there. So you've got to know what you have. You know, some people are selling it unawares, like this person, and I'm trying to educate her and tell her if it's got bubbles, it's glass, I'm telling you, and I even sent her a link. Here, watch this. Don't believe me. Here's a video on it. So yeah, you have to be really careful in when you're buying, and especially if you're paying, you know, big money. Now you're not going to get a fully translucent thing like glass for a couple $100. It's never going to happen. If it's glass where, I mean, you can see through it like that. I see these ones all the time listed on their glass, and it's floating flowers, and they got it like 300, 500. No way, that would be like 30, 40,000 if it was genuine. So it's something that has been, that they're saying is jade, or they'll say it's agate jade. No, it's agate. Okay, the color, they're coloring it like jade. But if the first thing that's said there, if it says agate jade or jasper jade, I've seen that before, jasper jade, it's not jade. It's dyed jasper, it's dyed quartz, it's dyed, so you'll see a lot of that on Etsy or eBay as well. So you've got to really understand what you're buying. Now there are jades from, what was it Wyoming or Montana or something? There's Big Sur jade. There are jades from this country as well. So yeah, you can find now nephrite jade all over the world. You can find nephrite, which is a bit different than the jadeite. These are jadeite. This is jadeite. This is nephrite, this one. It's more of a kind of that olive green. That is nephrite. This is not jadeite, okay? Nephrite. This is nephrite. This is nephrite. This is way too big for me. I cannot wear it. But this is nephrite. Okay. And I'll see a lot of stuff, Taiwan jade. Back in the 70s, Taiwan jade was like nothing. Now I see them selling at 500, 700 for a piece. Back then you could buy it for, you know, $12. I mean, it was... So again, you got to understand your thing. I've got this one, which is real good, the Stone of Heaven. Then I have another one, the Stone of Heaven, that's written by Richard Gump. I didn't know Gump, who's got big Gump stores, that he was really into jade. But I have that one written by Gump, a signed copy of Jade, the Stone of Heaven. And then this Jade, Stone of Heaven, that is by Andrea Levy and Kathy Scott, which gives the history of jade, which is interesting if you are into that. And I have the one by Fred Ward that looked like what happened already. Yeah, also a signed copy that these little buggers got a hold of. But look at that. Look at that, beautiful. That is imperial jade. That it's like, it looks like imperial jade, looks like a good emerald, okay? But jade is very hard and emerald is not. Now I do have an emerald that looks like a cabochon like that. I do have a little pendant that is emerald. And it, now if that was jade, it would be worth a lot of money. But it's emerald, which is not as expensive as a jade would be. Imperial jade, very expensive. Very, very expensive. Now, I've seen one channel that I've watched quite a bit, and it's in China, and they keep showing these killer bangles, but nobody has that much killer jade like that on hand. I mean, it's just not. So these have got to be bleached and dyed pieces, etc. So anyway, what are you chewing, Mick? Mickey, what do you have? Hey, little man, troublemaker. He's got something in him. Hey, he's taken off. He says, no, you can't have it. Anyway, my little roughy toughy boy. So I just wanted to share some of those with you about certs. When you have your certs, what to look for. If you go to buy it, know the things that they'll put on them to kind of fake you out and make you think that you're getting something that you're not. But you'll notice none of those, the P&J will not put on their grade A. They just put natural jadeite. So they kind of try to cover their base if you would want to come back and sue them and say, you know, this is not grade A. Well, we didn't say it's grade A. We just said it's jade. And it is jade, but it's dyed, enhanced, bleached, etc. Now, they said they don't certify grade C jade. I did find that on one cert. So I know that they are certing all their B jades. Okay, so if you see something like that green was a really lovely green on that bangle and it's over somewhere in one of my drawers. I forget what I paid for it. But you're not going to find a good green like that that's not thousands and thousands of dollars. If you get it for like 500, 400, something like that, 200, you know it's dyed. Okay? You know it's dyed. So on that note, I'm going to leave this here, and I'll see you online.